I'm making a new YouTube video because I'm responding to Loree Mcbride's letter to me, number 4. Let's go ahead and read her letter. Let's see here. Let's get to it. Boy, this woman never gives up. Stubborn Jesuit. Sly fanatics who don't retreat before anything. Open letter number 4 to Gabriel Chana. Once again, you go and show the world just how crazy you are. Where on the orderofthejesuits.com website does it say that I raped Brent and conceived his child through artificial insemination? Ha ha! I hope you had been saving your evidence, you ugly hag. I'm looking forward to our trial. Your best friend ever, grin, Loree Mcbride. I have been saving my evidence. It's on a YouTube video. Okay, now we're going to listen to the website as it was before Loree Mcbride changed it. Okay, let's go into the website. I'm going to read an old YouTube video. Fortunately, I made a YouTube video and I read exactly what was on the website before Loree Mcbride changed it. She changed one section on there, and it's under Targets. If you click on Targets and then you go into Loree Mcbride, she changed the section in there about herself, and she's reworded it. I'm going to let you hear the original version. I'm going to go ahead and play the video. Listen very carefully, especially pay attention to the sections on artificial insemination and raping, because it is mentioned there. And it's different from what Loree Mcbride is saying on her YouTube videos. Okay, listen very carefully to this. This is what it said originally before Loree Mcbride tampered with the evidence. Hi, I need to reveal more what is on a Jesuit website called orderofthejesuits.com. In this video, I will be dealing with Loree Mcbride and Brent Spiner and myself, and how the Jesuits have meddled here. Let's start off with Loree Mcbride. This is from the Jesuits' own website. Loree Mcbride. Our most skilled and devious agent is Loree Mcbride, a genetic masterpiece built nucleotide by nucleotide to be the most murderous calculating cock blocker in the history of bioengineering. Through Loree Mcbride, we have successfully staged a relationship between she and Brent Spiner. The plan was initially a gigantic success, giving Gail the impression that Brent Spiner was cheating on her, with our agent driving her to the brink of insanity. I would like to say that the Jesuits are not correct in saying that I was driven to the brink of insanity. I think they're saying this because they're trying to recruit Jesuits into their army, and they're trying to create the impression that they're winners and I'm a loser. I'm actually a very strong woman, and they did not drive me to the brink of insanity. So in that respect, they're not telling the truth here. So let's continue. By the time Gail had discovered the true nature of Project Mcbride, and that was in December '99, it was too late. The public at large had been fooled, and Brent Spiner forced into submission by our most devious and deadly agent. Loree then drugged and raped Brent Spiner, stealing his semen. And here I think they have the dates a little wrong. The drugging actually occurred, I believe, in 1992. But they're twisting the time around to make themselves really appear powerful. I believe their purpose in making this website is to recruit Jesuits to their cause. Loree then drugged and raped Brent Spiner, stealing his semen, and artificially impregnated herself with his biological child. He remains trapped, only able to converse with Gail through their pathetic telepathic communications and occasional social networking messages. They may be in love, but they will never be together. Okay, now let's go on to what they have to say about Brent Spiner. Okay, it appears that the only section where they changed it right now was the Loree Mcbride section. And I just read you what it originally said. Now, Loree may claim, well, you can't prove that that's what it said. Oh, yes, we can. Right now, you can evaluate what I'm saying. We have computer satellite technology where we can read brain cell conversations, and we can determine whether or not a person is lying when they make a statement. And we can also go back into the memories of a person and determine whether anything they've said in the past is a lie. So this is going to be a very unusual trial, and that we're going to be using groundbreaking technology as we conduct this trial. And every person who testifies and takes a stand in this trial is going to be evaluated for honesty with using computer satellite brain reads. And we will display that on the television screen so that when the attorneys are asking them questions and they give answers, the whole world's going to be able to see whether they're lying or telling the truth. In other words, we're going to have like maybe a section at the bottom of the screen that's going to be a lie detector scan. And the world, as they watch this trial, they're going to be able to tell whether a person's lying or telling the truth, because during the trial, we will display a lie detector scan. So let's say a prosecutor goes to Loree Mcbride and says, is it true that you tampered with orderofthejesuits.com and you changed the content of the Loree Mcbride section? And she says, oh, no, I did. That's what it said all along. And there's a lie detector thing's go bing, bing, lie, lie, lie. The whole world's going to see it. They're going to know she's lying. Okay? And that's how this trial is going to be very unusual. You might say, but it's not. It's 100% accurate. We've got the technology now where we can determine if a person's lying, and we're going to display this on the screen. So during the whole trial, for everybody who gets up there to testify or who's cross-examined or questioned, the whole world's going to be able to tell whether they're lying or telling the truth. This is going to be a groundbreaking trial. We've got the technology to determine whether a person's lying, and we're going to display that to the whole world. We can also do memory reads, and also it's a death penalty to tamper with evidence in this trial, so make sure that they don't take any part of Loree's brain out. If she's not allowed to have any of her memories removed, and if so, that's going to be considered tampering with the evidence, and that could bring death penalty. We're not going to put up with that stuff. Okay, we can do memory reads to determine if somebody, we can go back into the history of a person's life using their memories to determine what really happened in a situation. So we're going to be using memory reads and lie detection and all sorts of stuff as evidence in this trial. It's going to be a very interesting trial. So now let's go ahead and read how she's changed the site. Okay? Let's go ahead and read how she's changed the site to something totally different from what it originally said. Here's what she's changed it to. Our most skilled and beautiful agent is Loree Mcbride, a genetic masterpiece built nucleotide by nucleotide to be the most pleasant, sexiest woman in the history of bioengineering. Folks, that's not what it said. Loree Mcbride successfully started a wonderful relationship between she and Brent Spiner. After legally marrying him, she intended to start a family and settle down. Now, this is quite different from what it originally said, Loree Mcbride. You've tampered with evidence here, and we're going to have a hands down case here still. You haven't gotten anywhere. We're going to be able to prove you did it without any problems. The plan was initially a gigantic success. Brent Spiner was in love with our agent, driving Gail to the brink of insanity. In her insane jealousy, Gail injected herself into the relationship with her nasty brain-to-brain sex. I don't think Brent Spiner thinks it's nasty brain-to-brain sex, and it's his opinion that matters, not yours, Loree Mcbride. Destroying Loree's happy marriage. The public at large had fallen in love with the couple and Brent Spiner. That's because they were duped by your brilliant lying and your brilliant press campaign. But Brent was forced into submission by the evil hag known as Gabriel Chana. Once again, Loree, it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what Brent Spiner thinks. And we'll get his honest opinion because they are going to ask him questions under lie detection. And they're probably going to ask him what he really thinks of me and what he really thinks of you, and the truth's going to come out. Because every question that's brought to anybody who's up there is going to be evaluated with the answer is going to be evaluated with lie detection. In an attempt to bring Brent back to reality, Loree had Brent a night of passionate lovemaking, despite the fact that Gail had successfully coaxed Brent to take drugs. I don't take drugs. I don't drink and I don't smoke. So why in the world would I coax Brent to take drugs? And how could I do that? I wasn't even there. We had a long-distance relationship, and that'll be easily proved in court. Loree became pregnant that night after Brent came inside her. He did not come inside her. And that will be easily proved in court using lie detection and memory reads. Because Loree knew in her heart that Brent was not the man he once was, she decided to extract a sample of his semen. And we can determine your motives for everything you did, Loree, with memory reads and with lie detection and during the trial. This way, she could keep a part of him and create clones of her naturally conceived baby. Brent remains trapped with Gail through their pathetic telepathic communications. Ask Brent if he thinks they're pathetic. I don't think they're pathetic. And occasional social networking messages. They may be in love, but with the help of God, they will never be together. We're already together. Too late. Brent and I already consider ourselves together. So you may think we're not together, but we think we're together. So it doesn't matter what you think. Okay. As you can see, she's changed the content. And that what it originally said is inconsistent, or it's different than what she says on her YouTube videos. Like I said, we're going to have lie detection in the trial. Every statement's going to be evaluated with lie detection, and it'll be like at the bottom of the screen, the public will get to see if the person's lying or telling the truth through the whole trial. And we can do memory reads, and we'll be using that in the trial as well, and that will be displayed for the public to see. Have fun, Loree Mcbride. We're going to expose your dirty lying butt. Yes, we are looking forward to this trial. You're going to lose. One more time, let's listen to the website as the way it was before Loree changed it. One more time with feeling.